build a little trap door for the cabin upstairs, and then also I want to cut a sheet of plywood, trim it out right here at the shop before we go to the cabin next week and get it all prepped. And once we can just install it onto the door, so it's kind of like a cover over an actual metal insulated door. So we just want to make it look better and also to get a little bit more R value. Now I'm going to cut a few grooves into that plywood sheet, so once the trim pieces are all installed around the corners, the little grooves I'm cutting in here, which you can see right about here, so it's only like 1/8 of an inch deep, and it's more for looks than anything else. So all the cuts are done now. I'm going to take the straight edge off and start working on the outside trim pieces. Outside trim pieces are cut to length. They're not screwed down or anything yet, but I just needed them so I can get the in-between piece cut to length and get the angle right. Okay, so I'm gonna take these pieces off now, sand them just a little bit, break the edges, and then I want to distress the plywood sheet, also the trim pieces, so it looks nice and rustic. And then I'm going to take little screws and attach these trim pieces from underneath that plywood sheet to make them hold in place. Okay, so I have a board. I'll show you real quick here. So I put a whole bunch of screws in there, and so a very sharp edge right here. And what I like to do is when I distress wood to make it look old, I take this piece with the screws down and just kind of go tap the wood a little bit in a few different locations. So it actually looks like that I don't know what it's called, like a woodworm was in that piece of wood, just to make it look old. Okay, and then I'm going to take my belt sander and just break these edges a little bit for the bottom piece. I think it's the bottom piece, so I'm going to sand this just a little bit. And I take the belt sander, so I'm not only going with the grain, I like to go sideways, crossways, so it really looks like it's an old piece of wood or an old door, so it makes it way more fun. So here you can see what I did with that board with all the screws coming out on one side. So I just kind of tapped it on top of this wood, and it looks kind of like there was a little woodworm in there for some time, just to make it look old. Okay, so last piece is going in. Do a little bit more sanding. Okay, I think that'll do. I didn't really go with the grain or sideways, I just kind of went however. So it looks old and distressed, so I'm going to put this piece in there and that'll do for that. Screw it into place, and then I'm going to do the final little bit of touch-up sanding, and it'll get stain on it. So this is top, so it needs to go in like this. Some more screws. There you go. Okay, so now I'm going to apply some stain. And we chose, what is the color actually? Provincial. So it's not super dark, but it should match the color pretty good at the cabin. So let's give it a shot. I'm just going to apply it a little thinner so it doesn't get too dark. Yeah, I think that'll work pretty good. So that will be the last step I'm going to do. Get it all stained, let it dry for a couple days, and then Saturday morning is the time we're planning on going to the cabin. Load it up, and then once we get to the cabin up there, all I have to do is attach it to the door blade, and we're good to go. Just pulled over here on the trail to the cabin, and we ran into those fresh bear tracks. To me, it looks like it's a grizzly track. So let's see where they're going. They could be warm still, yep. Just got here to the cabin again, and we have a little bit of snow on the ground, so this might be our last trip with the four-wheeler, because we're leaving the state for a couple of weeks and won't be back till mid-November, end of November I think it is. So I'm pretty sure by then we need the snow machine to get out here, but this time we were able to get in without any problems, and it was a lot of fun. Really excited to put the door cover on this door. It's been many years I wanted to do this, and finally got it done in the shop in Wasilla, and today will be the day where I'm going to put this on, make this door look more pretty, put some fresh trim around it. Very excited. Okay, so final moment. I need to drill the 2 holes for the deadbolt. and the doorknob. So got both the holes drilled out, barely enough power with the battery, so that was a real lucky one because I only had 2 batteries available. There's old and there's new. Break the edge just a little bit on that 1x4. Got the door trim all done. All this, I decided I'm gonna do the window as well as the door so it kind of matches. And then my last little project right here, as far as windows and doors, I'm gonna do the same on the upper window. It's already time to leave again. It's raining. But we got everything accomplished we wanted to get accomplished. We installed the insulated door underneath the window upstairs for the balcony. Just got to finish up the trim next time we come out here. Next time we come out here, it's probably all covered in snow, deep snow. Our new stairs work really well. The deck addition also. And then we finished the front door. We're super excited about it because it makes the whole cabin look more rustic, more finished. And we are ready for snow. See you next time, little cabin.